Every time I make food, I always thinking of ways on how I could save my time and money. In the previous video, I have made seafood pho. Preparing any meals during the weekend or even when you are working, it is very tiring. Since I have a lot of family to feed, like 7 people, I like to think ahead and figure a way on how I could make the meals and also have the time to relax later. Today I will show you a couple of ways that I've been doing and it works for me, and I hope it would work for you too. These are all the ingredients for my seafood pho that I made the other day. If I know that there are a lot of prepping and ingredients involved in a certain meals, I will get all the ingredients ready, and instead of putting them into a bowl or plate, I put them straight into the containers. This way it will save you time when there is any leftover later. Not only you saving time for packing it and put them away, you also save the time to clean the dishes that you're going to transfer into these containers. So instead of being tired 2 times by putting in a plate and then transferring to a container for the leftover, you just skip one step. Usually when we make a big pot of pho or any noodle soup, we always have leftover. If you can do it this way, it will save you time, and then you could also relax later when it's time for cleaning up. For the bean sprout, normally it's really bulky. As long as you have the lid on the side, you don't have to really fully close it. In the previous video, I have made pho seafood, so if you like to make homemade pho seafood, you could check out that video. And here how I lay them out before I make a bowl of noodle soup. You can put the lid underneath, so then when it's time for packing, you just kind of flip it over and close everything and pack them away. And that's it for tip number 1. Let's go on to tip number 2. Tip number 2. Here is the Panda brand of the oyster sauce. When we are working, we don't have a lot of time, so we try to save a lot of time as much as we can for our families and for cooking. So every time I buy any oyster sauce, I like to buy bulk. I don't buy the bottle of oyster sauce. I usually buy a really big can of oyster sauce. I usually buy oyster sauce every 3 months. You can use any empty jars or even from the one that you recycle from all the other sauce that you bought, the tomato sauce or whatever. Oops, I kind of spilled it there, but yeah, it is really a great way to save money because this big can here is only cost me about $8. The cost for 1 bottle of oyster sauce, that's not even 1 liter, it would cost you about $5 to $6. You can buy them at Chinese grocery store or at superstore. So for only $2 to $3 more, you get 3 more times the quantity. You're not only saving money, but you also save the time to keep on going back to the store as well. It is about 2 liters of oyster sauce. You could store them into an empty jar, the clean one, and then you're going to put it into the refrigerators. By storing them into the refrigerator, it will last longer. For any big family, I would recommend buying it and store it this way instead of buying in small bottles. And that's it for tip number 2. I hope you like this video on how to save your time and your money. And in my next video, I will show you how to make the homemade fried garlics. If you like this video and with all the great tips, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with your family and friends. And on your way out, don't forget to subscribe to my channels for more great tips and more homemade recipes. Also, press the notification bell so you get notified every time I have new videos. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye for now.